Hello YouTube, I'm Mary and I wanted to talk to you today about the dangerous side of stripping. These are things to be mindful of, okay, while working in the strip club. I'm going to start with, let me see, I wrote some notes down. Of course we all know about drugs. But what we don't know is that most of these clubs are owned by mobs and stuff. And if you're working in a place and you don't know who owns what, something's wrong. Why are you in a place you don't know who owns what? Most clubs are owned by mobs or gangs sometimes, or just really, really, really important people. Sometimes, depending on where you work at. I'm just saying, if you're a traveling dancer, these are things to be mindful of. Know who owns the club. Okay? Find out who's the owner, what he's about. You know, do you see him? Have you met him? So be mindful who's the owner of a club, okay? Or who are the owners, plural, of clubs. So depending on who owns the club, it could be dangerous, it may not be dangerous. So be mindful of that. Drugs in the club. You can get drugged by a bartender. You can get drugged by a customer. You can get drugged by another stripper. You can get drugged by a manager, okay? So always have a water bottle, okay? And always, this is something I keep in my stripper bag, and I should have mentioned that when I did the stripper bag video that I'm going to probably have to redo because it's pausing and stuff. But anyway, water bottles. Never let someone open your water for you, because if they really want to get you, they'll open it and just... So I'm a little paranoid when I work in a club. I'm just really vigilant and mindful of everything that people do. Take your water with you, even if it's closed like this. Take your water, open water, drinks, alcohol, whatever. Take it with you to the bathroom. Take it with you in the stall. Keep your eyes on it. If you leave it and it's expensive drink, still leave it. Don't play yourself. Treat yourself with respect. Do not take the drink up and drink it anyway because it costs so much or whatever that's in your mind. Let it go. People talk about this a lot, about not leaving your drinks unattended and stuff, or leaving your drinks unattended. But what you can do is take a water bottle or 2 or 3 with you in your dance bag and just drink it. Go back to the back room, drink it with you or whatever when you go to your locker room. That's what I do a lot. Sometimes I don't like the bartender. Anyway, and they give you attitude just because you're like, oh, I'm thirsty. All right? And I'm not tipping you with the attitude. You know, so bring your own stuff. You fights break out. I've gotten in fights. You could fight with the bouncer, fight with girls, fight with customers. Okay, so I was talking about how you can get in fights with bouncers, girls, and customers. And yeah, that can get dangerous. I mean, because you can catch a charge, or you can hurt someone really badly, or you can get hurt badly. So, or someone can pull weapons out. There have been times where bottles have been thrown and bouncers got their hands broken up. Like I've seen or heard of. I don't really see most of the dangerous fights. Dangerous ones, oh, I've heard of some stories, okay? That's a whole nother story time, too. Okay, being followed home is another thing to be mindful of. Okay, you don't want to go the same route every time you go to work. If you're a little creeped out or you know you work in a slightly dangerous area, you want to take a different route often. Daytime, you don't have mostly a bouncer walk you out because it's daytime and it's just not that vibe. But still, someone could still, if they really want you, they could follow you home in the daytime. So take a different route, or just be smart and mindful of who's following behind you. That's a point. You got pimps that are targeting girls in a club. sometimes owners, I've never heard of owner pimping girls out, but I don't know, it's probably exists, but it's something to be mindful of. But managers, I've heard of that, pimping girls out. Even DJs sometimes, people who, like cab drivers who were connected to like dropping girls off back and forth, sometimes you have to be mindful of that. Customers who are trying to target girls so that they're like, oh, I'm looking for a girlfriend, only to make you their hoe. Okay, so you have to be mindful of that. So let me see. There's a way you can determine, like, this should be another video, like if a guy is a pimp or not. Certain character traits that they have and mannerisms and things that they say that give you hints. Okay, this dude is looking for someone to take care of him. Alright? It's sad that most of the pimps are black men, so that's just what it is. I don't know why our brothers gotta be like that, but it is. Okay? And there's another reason why a lot of girls don't dance or entertain black men. I know usually other black well-to-do girls is like, I'm not dancing for no black. If you work in a white club, I'm just saying. I work mostly in white clubs. I don't really do black clubs, but just something to think about. But that's probably a whole nother video. Okay, then you have to be mindful of human trafficking, right? And escorting and sex work and all these things start gelling together. Okay, human trafficking, sex trafficking is all the same thing pretty much. So they're things that you need to research so that you know that how to identify someone or a girl that's connected to someone who's coming in there. Okay, now if you're in a vulnerable situation, a person can target you and use reverse psychology on you if you're a weak-minded person, like a narcissist or something. So you have to get your life together and make sure they don't see any signs of weakness to penetrate into your life, to lure you to them, and make you vulnerable, like not having a home, not having a car, being dependent upon people. These are things that you have to be mindful of, okay? But they target the vulnerable girls. Or if you have a drug addiction, they lure you with that. Are you alcoholic? All these things. Are you careless? Be careful. These things can get dangerous. If you ask questions, I can give you some story times, okay? But another thing to be mindful of is couples. Them couples. I've seen some weird couples come in there, and they specifically come in there, swingers, looking to take you home. So you just never know. Like, what if they have a dungeon? Dun dun dun. And they tie you up. And they whip you. Like these are things you have to think about. There's some freaks out there. Just be careful. So I think that's it. That's all I can think of that's kind of dangerous in the clubs. I think that's about it. What else could be dangerous? Everybody's weird these days. Well, I guess that's the end of my video. And I guess you're supposed to like and subscribe and do all that funny stuff. I'm still kind of new, having trouble sometimes with uploading my videos. It wants to load, don't want to load, it freezes up. I'll get it together. Just bear with me if you like me and you want to hear what I gotta say, because everyone's saying something different. I think I'm trying not to say what everybody else is talking about, but these are things that I would be interested in if I wasn't a stripper. I would want to know these things. Okay, but if you have questions, just do all that stuff down there. Thank you. Bye.